What's up everybody, my name is Triple Perfecto and today I'll be doing my Extreme Rules 2018 review. Before I start this video, I'm not going to be covering the kickoff that much. I'm just going to say that Andrade Cien Almas beat Sin Cara and that Sanity beat the New Day and the Tables. First match was the Video of the World versus the B-Team for the Raw Tag Titles. This match started by Matt Hardy coming in with his WrestleMania 34 attire. And following that, we had Bray Wyatt coming out with a lantern and his everyday Raw attire. Following those two entrances, the B-Team came out with their drawn B-Team shirts. They get to the ring, they do their sort of celebration even if they didn't win anything. Match starts, Matt Hardy goes straight on Bo Dallas. After that, he tags in Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt goes straight on Curtis Axel. He does not leave him any chances. Later on in the match, Bray Wyatt tags in Matt Hardy. They get ready to do their double move finisher. I think they call this like the double Sister Abigail or something like that. So they get ready to do it. But Curtis Axel interrupts the match on the side. Bray Wyatt goes to push him off, then Matt Hardy pushes Bray Wyatt by accident. Bo Dallas gets ready to do his finisher onto Matt Hardy. He finally does it. I forgot what this finisher is called. I know he does the running bulldog, but this was not it. But that beside, Bo Dallas pins Matt Hardy. 1, 2, 3, and we have new tag team championships. Tag team champions. Bo Dallas is in enormous shock. He does not even know what just happens. And just zoom in on his face and look at the shock he is in. He looks extremely proud of himself. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel celebrate in the ring by hugging with the titles. They get outside. They're still celebrating. They can't believe what they just done. Once they're at the end of the ramp, Charlie Caruso comes to interview them, like, how do you feel right now? Then Bo Dallas, they're like, oh my gosh, I feel so good. And after that, before they go backstage, Curtis Axel have to do a signature floss. Before I talk about the next match, after the B-Team, the Leader of Worlds match, we saw an interview by Renee Young talking to Kurt Angle. And then Kurt Angle surprises us for finally talking about Brock Lesnar, and he says, if on Monday Night Raw tomorrow, Brock Lesnar does not show up, he will take off the Universal title from him. And if you heard the arena, they were screaming of joy. So yeah, if Brock Lesnar is not on Raw tomorrow, he is no longer Universal Champion. Following that interview, we had Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. I am finished my Finn Balor custom, but my Baron Corbin figure is still in work, so be tuned for that. So Finn Balor, he was getting dominated in most of the match. He was failing every single coup de grace. So then at the end of the match, he puts Baron Corbin in like sort of the tights. 1, 2, 3, cheap victory by Finn Balor. So then Finn Balor won. In my opinion, Finn Balor should have won with a coup de grace, as I predicted, but he didn't. He really needs more momentum, because now WWE are just stomping him to the ground, and he did nothing wrong. So I understand their deal with Finn Balor. There's so much open spots to make him better, and they're not using it. Instead, they have to put him in a feud with Constable Corbin. So yeah, so Finn Balor won this match. Following the Finn Balor and Baron Corbin match, we go backstage and we see the Bludgeon Brothers beating the hell out of Team Hell No. Luke Harper takes Daniel Bryan's head and throws him in the garage door. And then Eric Rowan takes his Thor hammer and slams the door on Kane's ankle. After that, you see Kane on the floor almost crying how bad that hurted, and it really looks painful. And then you just see Harper and Rowan just looking at them, laughing totally. after the Bludgeon Brothers attacking Team Hell No, we had Asuka versus Carmella, which was just a awful match. Do not go back on WWE Network to watch it. Carmella won by James Ellsworth cheating, and horrible match. Next, we had Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship, and this match was like amazing. I loved it. It was not long at all, but it was really good. I think the reason this match was not long, same reason why in TNA Sting couldn't face Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was not just in the condition. So then at TNA, Bischoff had to come in the ring, tell what Sting to do, just end it right away. No one had to come tell Shinsuke to end it right away. They probably told him backstage. So what happened is that the ref put the title on top of his head, saying this match is scheduled for one fall and everything. So after that, the ref gives the title to the timekeepers area. So then Shinsuke Nakamura gives his famous low blow to Jeff Hardy. The ref is checking up on Jeff Hardy. So Jeff Hardy says he's okay to go. The ref says ring the bell. Right when they rang the bell, Shinsuke Nakamura gives probably the worst Kinshasa he ever gave. So he gives a Kinshasa to Jeff Hardy. 1, 2, 3, Shinsuke wins the title. The ref gets out of the ring. Jeff Hardy's laying down in the middle of the ring. Shinsuke is just standing on the announcer's desk with the US title in his hand. And then we have the surprise return of Randy Orton. So Randy Orton returns. He looks at Shinsuke. We all think that Randy Orton wants to be the next opponent for Shinsuke. But after that, he turns around, looks at Jeff Hardy, and then he does this. He just stomps on his swimsuit area and then just exits the arena. And funny story, after this match finished, I looked on my Twitter and one of my friends, he posted this announcement. Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura, new tag team called the Ballbusters. That's probably not true, but just funny fact. So Shinsuke Nakamura won this match. Up next, we had Kevin Owens versus Braun Strowman in a steel cage match. Kevin Owens makes his entrance in his Fight Anyone attire. He gets in the ring. Braun Strowman comes out with the same attire he's been wearing for 3 years, opens the door. He shuts the door, and after that, the ref rings the bell, so then they start fighting. Like the first 5 minutes of the match, Kevin Owens tries to escape the cage like a million times, but every time Braun Strowman yanked him out and made him fall on the floor. So for the closing moments of the match, Braun and Kevin climb at the top of the cage. Braun takes Kevin Owens, throws Braun Strowman down. He throws him through the announcer's desk. That makes that Kevin Owens won the match. And then you see Braun Strowman on top of the cage, screaming like Braun, screaming Braun. So following that, the medical facility comes. They put Kevin Owens on the stretcher. But even if he walked out of Pittsburgh all broken, Kevin Owens still won this match. Up next, we had the Bludgeon Brothers, which is Kane and Daniel Bryan, Team Hell No, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It started by Daniel Bryan making his entrance. He would get to the ring, but Kane would not come out because he was injured at that time. And then came out the Bludgeon Brothers with their awesome mask and Thor hammers with the amazing green attire. The match starts by Daniel Bryan trying to duck every single hit that Eric Rowan would give him, but then he would put Daniel Bryan in the corner and start stomping him. Early on in the match, the Bludgeon Brothers would try to go for the finisher, but Daniel Bryan would duck it again. Later on in the match, Luke Harper would do a suicide dive, wanted to do it on Bryan, but instead by accident he landed on Eric Rowan. All 3 superstars of this match are out just until the man we call Kane with a broken ankle still comes out in this match. Daniel Bryan does a hot tag to him, so then he tags in Kane. Kane gets in the match. He starts by taking out Luke Harper. Following that, he chokeslams Eric Rowan straight to hell. Then he chokeslams Luke Harper. But then later on in the match, Bludgeon Brothers got some momentum. They put Daniel Bryan up and gave them their epic tag team finisher. Luke Harper pinned Daniel Bryan 1, 2, 3, and then the Bludgeon Brothers retained their SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. And after that match, there's a little segment of the B team telling Roman Reigns he could do it. He could beat Bobby Lashley. Next, guys, we had Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. This match was probably in my top 3 favorite matches of the night. These two guys went back and forth like two bahinas. It was just a very good match. In my opinion, this match should have been in the main event, how well it was. They were going back and forth. And for the first time, I saw Bobby Lashley use a spear, and that's actually what made Bobby Lashley win. Bobby Lashley, he beat Roman Reigns in this match. Following that amazing match, we had another very good match, which was Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship in an Extreme Rules match. The first entrance was Nia Jax coming out with this nice blue attire with Natalya beside her. Then the camera showed that Ronda Rousey was in the audience just clapping for Nia. Following that entrance, then came Alexa Bliss accompanied by Mickie James. In the closing moments of the match, Ronda Rousey jumps on top of the barricades, starts chasing Alexa Bliss, and once she catches her, Mickie James comes and assaults Ronda with a candlestick. Then in the ring, Mickie hands Alexa a chair to assault Nia with. Alexa Bliss does her famous DT onto Nia. 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss walks out of Pittsburgh, still Raw Women's Champion. Last match of the night, we had AJ Styles versus Rusev with Aiden English in his corner for the WWE Championship. In my opinion, this match should have been in the main event. It was very exciting. It was action from beginning to end. We had phenomenal forearms, calf crushers, all that. And the closing moments of the match, AJ Styles, he did a 450 to Rusev, 1, 2, Rusev kicks out. After that, AJ Styles went for a phenomenal forearm. And at that point, I actually thought that Rusev was going to catch him in midair, give him a super kick, coquina clutch, and then actually with the title. But no, AJ Styles did the phenomenal forearm. He connects 1, 2, 3, and AJ Styles retain the WWE Championship. For what was the main event, we had Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins in a 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship. And this is the first time in 17 years, I believe, that the Intercontinental Championship was defended in the main event of a pay-per-view. This match was really good, but around in the middle of the match, the crowd just got bored, so every minute they would scream 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they would do the so that the crowd at that moment made it really entertaining. So what happened? It was at the end it was 4-4. So then it was normally if it's 4-4, champion retains. But manager Kurt Angle, he comes out and he says that nobody wants to see a tie, so they're gonna go in sudden death. The first one that pins the other one wins. So then back to the match. When they ring back the bell, Drew McIntyre comes on the ramp over here. Seth Rollins goes to push him off. Then Dolph Ziggler delivers the zigzag 1, 2, 3, and Dolph Ziggler retained his Intercontinental title. Thanks so much for watching. These have been my Extreme Rules 2018 reviews, and see you guys next time. Bye.